We're in Munich.
Very nice to be back in Germany.
Yes, today is IAA. I used to go to the IAA all the time. You've been in the past a few times.
I've been a few times, yeah. But when it was still in Frankfurt.
It used to be in Frankfurt, the big motor show, lots of new releases, new cars. This time around, it is here in München. We're taking the U-Bahn, so the subway, the metro, because we're heading to go and check some things out. Not only is it at the Messe, the exhibition centre, but it's also taking place kind of around town. So we're heading bang into the middle to Odeonsplatz, and then later on we've got a bit of a test drive set up as well. So this is very much learning as we go. But
where do we buy the tickets?
Is the ticket machine, which is down this way. We need a single ticket. Zone M is where we're going.
We figured that out yesterday.
Helps us just a little bit. And we need two of them. There we go. Did that work?
Did that work? I don't know.
It jumped to please wait. Processing error.
There we go.
Now it works. Right, let me pay for this. We have tickets. Oh, we have one ticket. There's yours.
Thank you.
There's mine. Is it going to give me a receipt as well?
If you press the button. There we go.
There we go. Nice.
And then you have to put it in there.
Oh yeah, you have to stamp it. Right. Like that. Done. Down we go. Oh, no, wrong side. Other side. Other side. Other side? This side?
No, right side.
Oh yeah, this side.
Because
Sorry,
we came in from the other side yesterday.
Go, go, go. That's our train. The U6. Run. Can we make it?
Yeah.
Panic. Okay. We're good, we're good. Right, now the question is, which way do we go?
The one where the escalator is the closest.
That's the logical. Take the quick, direct route out.
Also, I got breakfast.
That was clever.
Yeah, I want to show you. So this is what they call Rosinenschnecke in Germany, which translates into raisin snail.
Okay.
And then...
Nothing like literal words.
Yeah, literally. And then I got this one, which is a jam-filled donut. But here it's called a Krapfen. Or
Not
in
a
most
Berliner.
Where I'm from, it's a Berliner, and in Berlin it's a Pfannkuchen.
Which is quite funny.
So anyway, I've got breakfast.
Our German lesson of the day.
Yeah.
The question now...
I guess we have to go that way.
IAA Mobility 2025. I think that's where we're going. Which way are you going? Around this way?
Around this way, yeah.
So literally they have stands set up. I mean, they've got a whole street of stands over there.
That's really cool.
I didn't realise that's how it was going to be, but that makes it very easy. Technically, it's not quite open yet. It opens in, I want to say, like a couple of hours. We're here just before, but this is first time. Well, no, not the first time. I did come. I think the first year that the IAA took place here, briefly. Is that Maximilianstrasse?
No, I think that's that way and then
okay.
left.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. The famous kind of spotting areas. But where we're going is in this direction. It is immensely busy right now, still very much in setup mode swing.
It's kind of a cool vibe, but also very chaotic.
There's going to be a lot to see and do today, but we're actually here as guests of BYD. So we've come straight to the BYD booth. There are actually two stands we're going to be taking a look at. They've recently launched in the United Kingdom the UDMI technology, which are the cars we're going to be talking about later on. I think we'll borrow some of their hospitality before the day is out also. But it wasn't long ago that we were running around in one of these, the BYD Seal.
I was dailing that for a bit and I really, really enjoyed that.
A great experience, did lots and lots of miles with it. But here we've got the Sea Lion 7, we've got the Seal that we had, we have the Seal 6 Touring, the Seal UDMI, and also the Dolphin Surf that launched recently in the UK as well, tucked in right back over there. Should we go say hello to some folks, figure out what the plan of action is, and then take a full look around the stand?
Let's do that.
We're wandering onto the stand because I think we're going to go and hide upstairs for a minute.
No, I want to check out the view from upstairs.
Check out the view and then leave our stuff and come back down and take a look at the cars. So for the minute, let's wander up this way. We're going to come back and talk about all of these, but this is quite crazy how this is all built and pops up in the very centre of Munich. The way they put all of this up on the normal shopping street. Should we take this table? Get the best of the view. We'll be doing some interviews and things in a minute.
And back down we go.
It's a lot busier now, and at this point in time, the IAA isn't even officially yet open.
Crazy,
but
really.
We're going to go for a bit of a stand tour, or we're going to go and try and take you on a bit of a stand tour. The first thing I want to talk about quickly, though, is that we've just been digging into some of the numbers that they announced in the press conference last night about BYD's performance, because it's seriously impressive. Firstly, in the first half of 2025, BYD sold just under 1.7 million cars.
Wow.
To put that into some perspective, that makes them the 6th largest automotive manufacturer worldwide.
I wish the audience could just like see my face right now.
Big numbers. Now, if you include the sub-brands, so the other models that come from brands belonging to BYD, it goes up to just over 1.9 million, which interestingly, given that their full portfolio is battery electric or plug-in hybrid, in terms of producers of those newer technology vehicles, makes them the number one by nearly 3 times the second place. Big numbers, really crazy. I think we should go full Shmee 150.
We should go 100% full Shmee 150.
At least try to do the best we can with the stand. As I said, it is obviously getting very busy now. We're here at the public show. So first up is the Sea Lion 7. Now this and the Seal are based on the same 3.0 platform. Full electric, this is your large form factor electric SUV. And they're all part of this Ocean series, which you see in the design. So if you come around towards the back here, if you note, for example, the tail lights, the idea here is that it's like a water drop, the design that wraps around the outside of the car. The other interesting thing is if you ever forget the 0 to 60 time, it's written right there, literally,
very good to
right
know.
there on the back, 4.5 seconds. This thing is no slouch. So if we squeeze around towards the front, the design I was mentioning continues here as well. I mean, you see that Ocean feeling and vibe in it, but they call this the Ocean X, the design across the front, obviously part of the Seal family, the car right alongside it, that we know very well, because this is the car that we ran for a couple of months. The cars have a very high trim level. In fact, basically, it comes in one specification, so you get all the technology and all the equipment without having to really dig into tons of different options and different features. I want to have a quick glimpse inside if we can. Up to 80% of the interior of them covered in Napa leather, vegan leather, and obviously the rotating screen, which we're going to have a play with in a moment as well. Now we want to get round to come and talk about the next models in the lineup, so let's try and do our best, because you've got people filming, you've got all sorts of things happening, because brand new, launched actually in Europe before even in the home market, is this. This is the Seal 6 Touring, and this is DMI, and the DMI, by the way, dual mode because hybrid, and I for intelligent in the way that it operates. But this is the first BYD estate car, T-model station wagon.
We like a wagon in Germany.
Germans love estates, which is why it's been presented here. So this is Seal 6, I guess just to show from a practicality point of view.
That fits a lot of shoes.
That fits a lot of stuff, full stop. To introduce the form factor, obviously with this kind of layout configuration, you get a lot of luggage space, a lot of practicality, but you also get a lot of stability and driving experience. So the main car that we've come to see is of course this, which is the Seal U. The Seal U being based on this platform that these two share, obviously with the dual motor configuration. I'm wondering if we're going to be able to take a look at the motor up front. But to give you some basic numbers, over 1,000 kilometers range, 699 miles, from a 1.5 litre turbo combustion engine that produces 96 kilowatts, about 130 horsepower and 220 newton meters, combined with 2 electric motors, so there will be a version with 1 electric motor and without the turbo, effectively giving you massive range. But you can also get 125 kilometers, 78 miles of pure electric range. So the intelligence system is all about the fact that if you can charge it up at home, for example, your first 78 miles when you go and drive the car is going to be fully electric. The obvious benefits of that are that effectively you might never be running the combustion engine, but it's always there if you need it, and being the very small unit that it is and very effective for its size means that you're not going to get stranded or stuck out anywhere with it. We'll come back and talk a lot more about this though. Next is the Dolphin Surf, following that naming feeling, sea lion, seal, dolphin. You see where this is going? This was recently introduced, obviously very small form factor, electric mini city car you could call it. The price point of this is what it was all about. They had to change it slightly for the European market or the UK market to make it slightly longer to have the crash structure and all of that. And interestingly, it actually yesterday was announced to have a 5-star Euro NCAP rating, which is the only car in its class that has done that. Obviously running some backup things at the moment, but still with some luggage space and still a 4-seater. They're going to be introducing a 5-seat version as well. So at the moment it's a 4-seater. We've got, I noticed, cameras rolling in there. They're presumably filming everybody that steps into it, which is what the batteries in the back are about. Also, you might have just heard that this guy just started talking to us in the middle. This is quite fun because it's been roaming around the stand.
Is that the robot version of you?
This is the robot Shmee. Come and have a look. Come and have a look. This is where you have all the different models. So, for example, if we want to learn about Sea Lion 7, you can click into here. It will tell you some information. It's kind of fun to have this on the stand, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very cool.
Look, 4.5 seconds, you see? Not 0 to 100. 215 kilometers an hour top speed. Motor speed, 23,000 RPM. Lots of stats and info in here. And obviously you've got this for the full lineup. And this is fun when it runs around and talks to people and asks them what they want to know about which car.
I think it can also dance.
Can it?
Yes.
I didn't see it dance. Maybe we'll catch it dancing later. But for the moment, we're basically navigating through the hustle and bustle of a busy show stand. It's funny how that works. I wanted to see if we could sneak more of a peek at the interior of something, but we're probably going to have to come back to that a little bit later on because it's definitely at the busy end right now. We've got an opportunity to take a look inside.
Static passenger princess.
So we can talk a little bit about this and the interior of the car. Obviously the dual displays, the one right in front for the driver's dashboard with crucial information, and then the central screen. But the interior,
look at the contrast stitch.
The stitch is good. It's on the steering wheel as well to match. We've got some controls. 50-watt wireless charger.
Wow.
And then I know
I don't mind if I do.
Yeah, the ambient lighting in here. There are well over 100 different colours. Let's go set it. Oh, there we go. Light, nice and easy. So you can literally set that up. I like the way it's behind.
Very subtle.
The dash trim. But obviously, what you get here is a very well-equipped sunroof, open at the moment.
Hi.
5-seat estate with lots of technology, and it's all about the value for money side as well.
Is that a sunglasses holder?
That is literally a sunglasses pouch right up there. That shows on the video. But I guess when you're starting almost ground up, they can play around with so many things and ideas and choose what to work with. And here you've got the tiles, all your different settings, obviously in German, given we're here at the IAA.
I was about to say that's probably difficult for you to navigate.
I can understand some things.
Oh, certainly.
So we'll have much more of a play through the systems when we're out in the car later.
Yeah.
But one of the rare times I can use a phone while in the driver's seat of a car, right?
That's true, because normally you're driving.
I'm playing. Right. We will head, I think, to the other stand and go check that out. We're on the move. We're going to go to the other
stand. They're all dotted around town, which is quite cool.
There's all of this, and there's also a lot at the Messe, the exhibition space.
Yeah.
Dealing with crowds.
It's so busy.
Squeezing through.
For like a random Tuesday in a way. It's insane.
I did not realise how many people would come here for this part. Obviously, there's a lot going on, but we've got something like 15-20 minutes from here to our next stop.
10,000 steps today.
We're going to do it easily. We have arrived at Königsplatz, the other part of IAA, and where we're going is BYD just over there.
I just looked up the name of the gate.
I'm not going to try and pronounce it. Püppi Line?
Yeah, Püppi Lane.
Lane, okay, thank you. That's the tourist part of today. We're coming over to this. It's so busy everywhere.
It's insanely busy. Well, it's good, right? You can get up and close with the cars, which is cool.
I had no concept that there were going to be so many people around today. Okay, that's the BYD Tang, which I don't think you get in the United Kingdom. But this is all about the UDMI technology. Okay, yeah, there's exhibits and things. Let's go get our bearings and then go have a look around. The stage is mine to explain this, the powertrain, the underpinnings. And I've just been having a bit of a briefing. I'm going to try and do my best job of representing an expert on the topic and explaining all of this.
Very good.
So let's see. So this is the super hybrid with DM technology. DM, the dual mode, effectively the BEV, the battery side, and the plug-in hybrid side, the combustion engine that's been developed for the purpose. Now there are a couple of different configurations, but this is effectively what we're going to experience in a moment in the test drive with the BYD Seal U, but it's also in the Seal 6 Touring, the DMI tech, so the I being intelligent, as I mentioned earlier, because of the way it's very cleverly working this. Now the base configuration, the regular very long range configuration that can do 1,080 kilometers, 699 miles, is effectively this: single electric motor, 1.5 litre 4-cylinder combustion engine. There is then the comfort all-wheel drive version, which adds an additional electric motor, also adds a turbo to give you even more power. So this combustion engine, as you see it here, is 72 kilowatts, which is 98 PS, and this is a fantastic exhibit to show and try and explain a little bit more of it. So the platform is based around the Blade battery, this very narrow, very flat battery pack pack that sits at the base of the vehicle. In the current range, it's effectively the floor of the vehicle. It's what you're sitting right on top of inside. It's an LFP battery, which is better in terms of charging because you can take it always up to 100%. You don't need to kind of stop at 80%. And there's obviously a lot of software and computer tech running behind the scenes to manage the way this happens. So the reason they call it dual mode is that most of the time you're running in full electric. You have your 78 miles, 125 kilometers of full electric range, which is going to cover most of your daily driving purposes. Not that many people drive more than 80 miles a day, if you think about it. That would be quite a lot through the year. But then in addition to that is where the combustion engine comes in. So on the hybrid side, you can think of it as the combustion engine charging up that battery in terms of the power, but that's one case. The other case is that it can be used to then supply and be the driving force behind the front axle as well. So delivering the power, if you put your foot down, you need that extra charge. But it can get you these incredible range figures because of the way it's been optimized and the way that it charges everything up and keeps it running and keeps it going. And I always imagine that the algorithms that are calculating this as they go must be incredibly complex. Obviously the alternator is here, and it's interesting even with the gearbox. So obviously there's a flywheel, but there's not a traditional gearbox because you're basically driving primarily on the battery side of it. So 122 newton meters of torque from the regular 1.5 litre engine goes up to 220 with the 1.5 turbo. But I always think that being able to show this tech and giving these exhibits and demonstrations just explains it a little bit better and helps you to run through. So how did I do?
You did very well.
There we go. I think
Thank you very much.
a summary of DMI and basically the benefits of this and how it helps and how it all comes together and what you see here with all the lights and the nice displays to explain it further. You said it could dance.
It's got all the moves.
It's literally dancing. Wait,
wonder if
do you
I can-
talk to it or do you touch the screen?
I think you touched the screen.
I will stop there.
Oh, literally.
It's also got a... Did I see a BYD dance? Yeah, that's the
BYD
BYD
dance.
dance.
Required maintenance.
You need
Within 1 meter. Yeah, press okay. We can stand back.
Keep a distance of 1 meter with me.
Keep a distance and off it goes. So this is the BYD dance. It's like playing a musical instrument.
I feel like we need something like this at the Shmuseum.
Just wandering around.
I don't know why, I think it's quite fun.
That is actually quite fun. I just hope nobody... I guess it must have all sorts of sensors and stop if you walk too close to it.
I presume
also, can I just say, the Seal 6 Touring can do 1350 kilometers.
In one, like...
And I know a few people tested that on the way here and arrived from distances basically that far away.
It's a good road trip car.
Yeah, there's no question about that. One single charge and fuel before you depart, and it's good to go for the whole journey. I guess we're going to say goodbye to our BYD friend.
Oh, I want to see what kind of info he has. Maybe he's got some tech info, right? Oh no, he's got
It's
the
like
models.
what we saw earlier.
Okay.
Setup of the current range, basically. I also want to go talk about that. Let's talk about that
And then
for a
it's
sec.
time for a test drive.
Come over this way. Another thing to talk about here is the new flash charging. Get this. They can charge at 1,000 kilowatts.
Excuse me, what?
Megawatt charging. That means in 1 second, with a single cable plugged into the car, you can get 2 kilometers of range. Wow, in a second. So you can actually, on some of the other cars, depending on different chargers, plug in 2 at once to even further optimize. But basically this gives you, with very little drop off as well, up to the higher end. And this has been launched, I think, earlier this year, but basically arriving in Europe on all the new cars as they touch down. So you can literally plug it in, think about this, with very little drop off. You can be nearly out of charge, plug in for a single minute and have 120 kilometers of range.
That's such a game changer to charging.
This is the, I think, biggest hold up for so many people of running on an electric car, which is now solved with flash charging. This is the new Super E platform, it's called, that goes into the cars. Look, 1 megawatt charge, 5 minutes, 400 kilometers of charge. This is genuinely game changer. It looks like you need 2, but you actually only need the 1 on it. Liquid cooled, obviously. Charging stations being built everywhere. I'm actually quite looking forward to trying that myself for the first time, giving it a test, plugging it in, and yeah, this is going to change a lot of things, especially if you compare that to what you can get at home. I've just realized the full line of BYDs here for test drives, like all of them. But where we're heading is actually a little bit further, and we're joined today by Victor. How you doing?
Hi.
Can I clip a microphone on you?
Yeah, sure.
Do you mind? You're going to be, I'm driving, so you're going to be right side, which means this wants to go here, if that's okay.
Yep.
Magic.
Great.
All right, first time experiencing one.
Yes. That's
Take
it.
the key.
Yeah.
We'll keep that.
From that moment.
Can I throw my bag in the boot? Do you have anything you want to throw in?
No, I'm okay.
Obviously got charging cables, plenty of space. I think that's one of the things, right? Super practical. All hop in?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Yeah. You wanna
Or are you
sit
going
the
to jump
front?
in?
Well, no, I think I'm gonna be here,
Okay.
so I can
Both of us?
film you driving.
Turn it on because we can open the panoramic roof, can't we? That is this button. Oh yeah, you can also talk to it and tell it to open it. Apart from the fact it's now raining.
Yeah, it's not the best weather today in Munich.
Oh no, quick press and it will keep going. No, so we had a BYD Seal for a couple of months. So we did quite a few thousand miles with it, maybe 5,000-6,000 kilometers with it. So a good bit of familiarity with the car. Obviously very different now though, given we have the hybrid powertrain in here rather than the full electric.
Mm-hmm. I see, yeah.
Seal was full electric. So mute is gonna be, where's my mute button? There we go, press that. But does this, yeah, this does still do.
Yes. Nice feature.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
When this launched, everybody said, you know, what are you going to use it for? And now some of the new models don't have it, and everyone says, oh, where's it gone? We want it back. But this is certainly in here a bit of fun to be able to turn that around. So I'm just looking, 64% battery and 800 kilometers range.
Wow.
Obviously, the biggest thing with this car is the fuel economy range side of it.
I don't think we're gonna drive the 800 kilometers. Are we?
I don't think so. We would get most of the way across Germany with that. So in terms of routes and driving today, we have like a specific test route or?
Yes, first of all, I would take the normal route we've taken before, and after that, you can decide where to go.
Okay.
We have an hour time, so.
Oh, fantastic.
No worries.
Lots of driving. I like that even when a cyclist comes past, it's flashing up and telling me. Obviously nice cameras and displays and basically everything you want to make an easy drive. So as I understand it, we are basically driving in full EV.
Yes.
By default. So you start moving, a cyclist coming, but when you start moving, the idea is that it's kind of a fully electric vehicle for your first, well, normally 125 kilometers or so. If you want to then change into hybrid, what do you do? Just the switch
It's
here?
a button, yes.
So literally one press of that
Yes.
into the
Exactly.
HEV, and that's where, again, it will basically be electric,
Yes.
unless you give it
You're
full throttle.
Pushing the throttle in full mode, yes.
And then it will go into like a, well, I guess it will basically fire the combustion engine rather than for charging the battery, but for giving you the extra power and driving away. Inside though, I like the contrast stitch, the lighting, everything's super smooth, very high tech level. I just can't get my head over the fact that you can do a run all the way from, for us, you know, from London, you could go all the way to here
Oh, yeah.
on a single charge and a single tank,
Oh, yeah.
which is actually enormous if you think about it.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
I can tell you from previous experience with an electric car I owned, we did drive from London to Munich and back.
Really?
And we did 14 charges on the whole journey. Fully electric car though, of course, so a slightly different thing. You have to watch the cyclists here, don't you? I just saw one darting out from the pavement. In terms of driving, obviously, it's calm and quiet and comfortable.
Yeah, that's for sure, and the seats are quite nice, I think so.
We can be very quiet and whisper away inside.
ASMR content or what?
Yeah, nobody hears anything. Go back into full electric. Although, you don't really hear the combustion engine coming on and off.
Until you push the throttle to max, then you're gonna hear the.
Then you get a little bit
engine.
of.
Yes.
But I don't think here in 30 kilometers per hour.
No, I don't think so.
Central Munich, we're gonna go. We're not on the Autobahn.
There's 30 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
So.
We'll find some Autobahn later. You have a very brave job getting in the car with lots of people who you have no idea how they drive.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And especially, I'm not from Munich. I'm from Frankfurt, so it's kind of difficult to navigate the drivers. Through the city. Yeah.
Because you're learning it.
I'll have to figure it out for the first day.
For sure. We used to have a base in Frankfurt, so obviously we know the city very well.
Ah, nice.
For 3 or 4 years. Our objective here is to get a little bit out of town. But what I know from the Seal is that you can talk to this. The thing with talking to this, though, is it's not in English. So I'm going to need you to do it. Please, could you ask the car to open your window?
Of course, yeah. Hi, BYD. Öffne das Beifahrerfenster.
Fahren ziemlich schnell. Bist du sicher, dass
Yeah.
it just asked if we wanted to do it when we were going so fast. That's quite funny. You can do that, you can do the roof, you can do all sorts of things, can't you? You can basically talk to the whole car. So at the minute, obviously we're basically just driving an electric up to this point. Taking it easily.
It's nice and quiet in here.
Yeah.
Very calm.
It's very quiet and calm. And obviously that's basically the objective, right? The idea is daily car, but also comfortable for long distances, comfortable for cruising in. You've got 2 wireless charging pads as well, that's nice. Often driver wants their phone to charge, passenger has to do without. Mm-hmm. But these days, who doesn't have a phone or 2 phones? It's got all of the alerts and sensors on at the moment, so that beep is letting us know that there's a junction ahead. But I'm sure you can configure and customize and turn all of that on and off depending how you'd like it. There are just tons of settings and different things, and obviously different driver configurations, so you can have it jumping to the positions that you want. Just take it all in at the moment. Good overlay. So this is the built-in navigation.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. Obviously knows traffic lights, knows road layout.
That looks very helpful.
Complicated details. This probably also works rotated. There we go. If you want it more the mobile phone style portrait view. No, I prefer the other way. Now that we're arriving at the Autobahn, I'm going to put it into hybrid, and then we've also got the different driving modes, don't we? So we can go here.
Oh, that's me in the back. I'm sorry, I was leaning in the middle.
Oh, funny. So
I was so happy the system thought I was a person.
So your arm on the middle seat made it think, interesting. Well, let's go into sport mode. So yes, we've also got snow, sand, muddy, eco, but we're going to go sport. So sport mode, Autobahn, foot down.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, we've got decent power. And then you hear the combustion engine.
Yes.
But that pulls away decently effortlessly. You get a lot of torque, obviously.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. That was very smooth. It's going to navigate some busy traffic and a lot of rain, unfortunately. And no de-restricted Autobahn as a result.
Not today, no, unfortunately.
Far too busy for that. But this is where I can pop it into one of the assisted driving modes. We've got various settings. Oh, you can bring up the cameras. Interesting. I've also got set on the cruise control, which is down. Are we on? No, how do I turn that on? There we go, cruise control is on. It's adaptive, lane assist, we have all of the assists. It jumps up in 5 kilometers at a time. We're not going to try and do a tunnel run. We're not in a screaming V12 or something.
Yeah.
Let's see, down to 80 in here. But it adapts off the cars around us.
We're disobeying the navigation because we saw a de-restricted sign.
Yeah, this part of the Autobahn is de-restricted. So we'll go the 8 kilometers of the de-restricted section. At the end of the day, we want to flow a little bit, right? Get a small feel for what it's like in the main normal driving mode, because at the end of the day, if you can do so many kilometers on a single tank and charge, a lot of that is going to be spent on a long distance. It's going to be a long distance drive. So I want to get a feel for it. Obviously here in Germany, the de-restricted Autobahn, where safe to do so, there is, officially speaking, no speed limit, only when safe. Obviously, you can't just drive into the car in front of you. Yeah, this speed, I'd probably just take my hands off, let the car do its thing and cruise away. It would be the case that we find the rain.
Obviously. But better to have the rain now that we're driving than when we were outside.
Yeah, that's true. Although when we get back, it will probably be raining back at the area of the stands as well. For the moment, we're literally doing a Cloverleaf Junction return. There are lots of noises. I'm trying to work out what everything's telling me each time that a beep goes off, but it's...
Yeah, that was one for the junction, right?
Yeah, new regulations, and it does the soft ping every time it's telling you a new speed limit. Okay. So obviously it's reading the cameras, it knows the roads, so it's telling you what speed that you should be driving at.
Yeah.
So it's pinging those up. That one's to tell us that we're going to be turning here. And then there'll be a soft ping to tell us the new speed limit, I guess.
Back to Munich.
Wait for it, as we go past this sign. No, not yet, but it's coming. Test the dynamic, agile handling abilities in the wet.
I'm thinking in here in the back.
Up to 80. There we go, soft ping for 80. Okay, I'm starting to learn it all. And then de-restricted.
Ah.
So this is where, foot down. And away we go. The engine comes on very gently. Like that, in the background. There it is, suddenly when you need it, but otherwise not in the way or obtrusive. When in Germany?
Make the most of it.
Absolutely. Always one of the most enjoyable countries to drive. More so when it's sunny.
Yes.
We didn't book that.
Oh, we had to book that. I didn't realise.
Yeah, we booked the test drive slot, but we didn't book the weather with you. Not today, at least. And the speed limit section. It lets us know immediately.
Just want to say it's really smooth here in the back, by the way.
Good. The navigation, it not only gave you the layout of the junction earlier, but obviously gives you the full street signs as well.
Oh, I like
so that's
that.
Direct match to what we have above.
Very good. That's very helpful.
We have arrived back at base. Do we squeeze through here?
Yes.
Squeeze around in front of the dolphin surf.
That colour pops a lot.
Yeah. It's not subtle, is it? In a good way. I like colour.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of bright colours. So do we spin around and pop back on the left?
Yes, please, yeah.
Nice and easy. And that's when we can show how the cameras and things work, because they're actually pretty clever. So to do that, one press of the button on here on the steering wheel, and then you've got the 3D mode. And look, you can see the police cars next to us. I think that's really clever. I like that a lot. In fact, the car probably has auto parking and everything, I would imagine. Every single bit of function. That's quite funny, isn't it? It's slightly disorientating watching a video, where am I going, reverse, of what you're...
Yeah, from that perspective.
Yeah, of what you're doing, but with a strange angle. I'm glad I didn't keep anybody waiting while I was doing that. Whoop, whoop. All the way around. And just pull in behind the Denza Z9 GT. That's really strange, that view. Okay, it would make my life easier probably to look at it that way and get us neatly into the parking space without taking out one of the cones in the process. Done. All right, fantastic.
Cool.
What else is there? I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we should be showing or talking about or playing with or anything like that.
Well, I can show you the back here.
All pretty under control. Self-explanatory. Thank you for the drive.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for putting up with being in the passenger seat.
You had a great time.
Absolutely. How is it back there?
Oh,
got the umbrella because we need that.
There's lots of space here. It's really good.
There's actually a lot of space.
Yeah, there's a lot of space. Armrest, cup holders. Very
Obviously,
nice.
in tech terms, the battery's down in there.
Good place to be. You know
and we
what though? I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to drive.
Not this one, but question, after we had the Seal before,
Yeah.
would you run one of these as a
Yeah,
long-termer for a while?
absolutely.
We've got to watch out. We're on the cycle path and there's a cyclist coming.
Uh-oh.
Full ponchoed up.
And full send.
I'm going to stand behind because I want to stand off the cycle path.
Yeah, let's do
So, as an option, shall we see if BYD can sort out Püppi's new daily?
That would be nice. New daily's always great.
See if we can line one up.
Also, we got a gift bag.
And have a little nosy. What's inside here? All sorts of little goodies.
Yeah,
we'll have a look at those later. Right, this weather is less than ideal. My bag is still actually in the boot, so I need to get that. Does it do that? Maybe. We'll do it with the button. Open the trunk, grab my bag. Obviously you've got some more space underneath. You've got the parcel shelf that comes out, clips in, the things you want, folding rear seats, all of that stuff. But the rain is getting pretty bad. Thank you for the drive. Thank you for everything. I guess we'll say goodbye to this car for now.
Bye-bye.
And we'll go figure out where we're going next.
Let's do
what
that.
we're doing next. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's getting towards the end of the day now.
It's also cooled down a little bit, so thank you for letting me borrow your jumper.
I am still plenty hot enough though, I'm not gonna lie. It's also really busy here.
It's still so jam-packed.
we've come back to Odeonsplatz where we began earlier. We're back at the BYD booth. We're going to take a quick look at a couple of other things. But I was not expecting, even though it runs until 9 p.m, I was not expecting it to be so busy into the evening. But nonetheless, given we are here, we're going to go and have a quick little look around again at a couple of other things before we set off from Munich. I also can't get my head around how busy the stand is right now.
That's a good way to get up close with the car and try them out and have a seat, right?
I mean, look at this. Every car is completely full. We wanted to come and take a slightly better look here. In fact, we didn't actually see the engine in the car before, but now that the front is opened, obviously the DMI technology is the 1.5 litre engine that you have up front with the whole system that we were looking at earlier. And it works pretty effectively, as we now know from driving it. But hopefully, we can have another look inside in just a moment. Oh, look at that charging cable.
Oh, that's cool.
That
Can we have a charging cable like that?
I don't yet, but we might see if we can find one. We'll wait our turn so that we can have a little look inside and a few more things on this.
They're all ride sharing.
Yes, there's a lot of that right now. You already managed to squeeze in.
Oh, yes.
So I've got the torch on. Apologies for the very bright light in your face and probably the very red eyes.
Yeah.
But it's dark now, so we want to be able to take a look around without causing too much trouble. Obviously, we didn't touch on this too much. You've got the ocean crystal for the gear selector, as it's called, that shape and styling. Also, beneath the central console, you have this double tier. So you've got some storage space. You've also got your USB-C ports and 12-volt charger down there.
I hadn't realised there's more space there.
Not only that, in the armrest, you actually have a substantial amount of space in there. Plus, yes, pretty big glove box, big door pockets, with space for a drinks bottle, also your cup holders. Yeah. Obviously, you didn't sit in the front earlier, and I didn't sit in the back.
I didn't get to experience the passenger princess seat. No. Nor the driver's seat.
But if it's the daily, then you would be, I was going to say, driving it more. There's also the very nice large glass roof with a great view of the screen right back behind us.
That's actually quite cool.
All in all, obviously a few controls up top. Just looking around, taking it all in, learning a little bit more about the car, really. We'll have to obviously find out more in due course, but for the time being, yeah, quite a nice place to be.
I think I should test this. Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, if this car was on, we'd run through a few more of the controls, but I guess given it's so busy and there are so many people around, that is not something that can be done right now. But I guess, given how busy it is around here, we should probably make a move.
Probably.
Let other people have their time to look a little bit more into this particular car. I still can't believe it's this packed.
Now this time of day.
You know what? We've had a good day. We've walked a lot today.
Oh, over 10,000 steps.
I think it's what, 12,000 and counting? I know that's not that much, but it feels like a lot. We've obviously been to both stands. We've driven the CLU, experienced DMI, understood more of the technology and what it's all about. But I think the IAA itself, I didn't realize how much this has grown. Haven't been, I think, other than one occasion when it had just started after being in Frankfurt. But clearly, there's masses to it. It's amazing to see it take over the whole city and town like this.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's a big thank you to BYD for hosting us today here at the stand at Odeonsplatz, over at the other stand, going out for the drive as well. But I think we're going to wrap it up for there.